Hello and welcome to a Let's Play slash walkthrough with Remnant from the Ashes for the first 20 to 30 minutes. I want to show you how to get the perfect start, how to find the first hidden item and hidden weapon, and we play until we reach the first boss and hopefully beat it. And I thought with the trailer for Remnant 2 out, a lot of people might get interested into the game, maybe pick it up on sale. And yeah, I will explain everything else on the way. Let's create a new character. We will skip the tutorial and just hit randomize. Ah, it looks like me, only better looking. I will keep the difficulty on normal, because I haven't played this one in ages, so my muscle memory for this game is completely out of the window. On hard difficulty for the first time, you need to be a little bit experienced with shooters and maybe Dark Soul-like games where you're okay with dying a few times. Oh. So here we go, we're skipping the tutorial, we're picking a class which is just a starting point. You can obtain the gear, weapons and skills from every class right from the beginning. You may not have enough money to buy it in the beginning, so we have a mid-range class that's more focused on like the spell-like skills that you can attach to your weapons. Hunter may have more straightforward shooter-like with a long-range rifle, and we have some like tanky melee stuff I never played because it's a shooter. So I go with the hunter. But it's just a starting point. You can obtain the gear and the skills of every other class very early. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So, we have a handgun, which has attached a starting skill. I will remove this one and put it on my long rifle. I do have a second skill and a ring. I will unequip, because you will not have these things on your first playthrough. And as you can see, your gear decides the playstyle. Like you have a 20% bonus on ranged and weak spot damage, and you have a reduced spread. But you can obtain the gear of the other classes and the skills, especially the skills I would probably buy sooner or later from this lovely and charming and very friendly lady that is not annoying at all.
Fine. Let's have a look.
Here you can buy items, and here you can see the spells from the other classes that you can attach to your weapons. You need 750 scrap, you have 0 at the moment. And to obtain scrap, if you start this game new, I can only recommend just like hitting every box, chair, stuff and anything that you can destroy, because as you can see I just obtained 49 scrap just from crashing a few boxes. So the first thing you do is using this checkpoint bonfire reset point that will always reset the enemies in the area and refill your health and ammunition. So we start with the first location that we can reach, Founder's Hideout, only to gain access to the keycard that we need. Okay, here we go. This is the starting point for your... that was a very German pronunciation. This is the starting point for your first procedural generated area with the first enemies. That would be here. As you see, I just obtained the key card. And we have a first hidden area where you can go into. I have some crafting materials and an additional armor set that I will not use here, but it's one of the more useful sets, especially in the beginning. And then we will go back. Before we are entering the area, we want to obtain the machine pistol. So, use the checkpoint. And we are heading back toward 13. From here we will pass the tutorial area where you had your first encounter. It's on the first floor below the base, and we go to the second floor, which we now have access to. So use your keycard. Open the door. And just scavenge the whole area, destroy everything, and pick up any lore information you like. And here you get your first trade book or Tomb of Knowledge. And you have trade points. You just start with 3 trades. There will be later like 20, 30 plus trades you obtain from bosses, from interacting with things. Like the very first trade you will get is from this recording machine. Elder Knowledge. Which I would push very early if you are planning to do a long story run, because the extra percentage in gaining XP really adds up, and the sooner you have this maxed out, the more experience you gain. For this little just playthrough, I will just push Vigor, because I will be maybe dying a few times here. Pick up the fuse, and this hallway we will use later, because at the end is a door we don't have access to right now. Go down another floor, and here we will use the fuse and turn on the electricity, which will give you access to this door. Now you can use the keycard. Open the door. Exciting shit. And you see we have a ventilation shaft, and you can see a room there and something gleaming in the distance. So go back. It's the first part of the secret. Turn off the electricity, and voila! Ventilation shaft is out of function, and we have access to a few nice items. Ammo box, a key. It's the key for the hidden weapon. And then just continue to grab every item. You cannot do much here in the beginning, but you want really every item, every little bit of scrap, especially when you're starting on a harder difficulty. We will come back. You will come back to this area if you make a whole playthrough at a later stage. So just scavenge everything for items, like another ammo box. Ammunition is pretty scarce in this game, so you will occasionally run out of ammo, and these ammo boxes can refill it. And you see this nice room here, a little spooky and creepy, and with this interesting mirror door. Maybe that will play a role later, who knows. So another Tomb of Knowledge, another trade point, another point into Vigor. And then we are jogging all the way back. And now use this hallway, pick up the consumables. There's another one. Because at the beginning you really don't have enough money to buy shit. Just jump through this window. By the way, if you're wondering what is jumping over obstacles, is like the dodge button while moving to the towards the obstacle. That's it. So I think there's nothing here. See some really strange rooms, and yeah, you can see Something was not going well here. I really like the spooky and grim atmosphere of this game. I really dig the atmosphere, and I hope with the next parts they will create something similar. But from the trailer it looks very much like that. So we use our key, open the door, and voila, you have solved your first secret. Another bloodworth and submachine gun. So I will switch from the repeater pistol, which is okay, but I do like the submachine gun more. And this gun is really good, it will hold up until endgame, but you can really make nearly every gun work with the right setup later. Okay, we are heading back all the way. Okay, here we go. We now have a submachine gun and the hunter rifle. Important here is the range on the different guns. So we have just a 13-meter close-up range. After that there's a damage fall-off, and with the hunting rifle we have a 25-meter range. And we have Hunter's Mark, which is a damage boost for 30 seconds. How that works we will see very soon. Head into the first area. So this is the first procedural generated area from the Earth tile set. As you can see, it looks really nice and cool. It's one of my favorite tile sets, and I always like the Earth set, even though it's the first one. You see your first enemy. So your first enemies are pretty forgiving. So you can hear them pretty clearly. They're moaning, and if you hit the weak spots, that should be a one-shot wonder. Grab every item that you see, and when you play for yourself, I will not do this, I think, for this playthrough, just really search every corner of the level, at least until you found 2 specific items. Up. Ouch. No, no, no. Go away. My aim is bullshit. Always have your dodge button ready. You see, you have some... So after the first encounters, you see I'm down to like 35 rounds, and you will not always get fresh ammunition, so keep an eye on that. And some guns are simply more ammo efficient than others. What I wanted to say is there are always 2 items per level, area, whatsoever. This is a blue trade book that will give you a trade point. And then there's an item, a special item, a gear item. 1 per area. So at the beginning, when you're starting naked, I will always... Nope. Search everything until you found these 2 items at least. And you're in desperate need of scrap at the beginning, so yeah, there's that. And the consumables are, for the most part, pretty helpful. Oh yeah. As you can see, professional shooter expert at the work. My aim is really bad. Okay. Yep.
Damn it!
Okay, let's head on. So as you can see, the first enemies are just a warm-up. Pretty slow. Always, the trash mobs are always like, as long as you're the first one to spot them and you can pick them one by one, they're really no problem. Starts to get a problem when they really swarm you, which they will do. So you have the first door that you cannot open. You can see on the map there's a waypoint on the other side. That wasn't too bad. You can see on the map we cannot pass this door. There's a waypoint, and we will have to find a way around. Usually that means we will have to fight our first boss before we can reach the other side of the map. And while this is procedural generated, all the locations you will encounter at the end of an area, like bosses or special events that will grant you an item, these are drawn from a specific pool for this tile set, so like 6 bosses for the Earth, and in one playthrough you might encounter 2 or 3, and same for the events. So you cannot obtain everything in one playthrough, but you can every time switch between story mode, which I'm in now. Oh. So this is our first elite enemy. I will use my special skill here. So this is normal difficulty. As you can see, it's pretty forgiving. I was hit 2 or 3 times, and you can see my health bar is just slightly touched. So in hard difficulty, I would be at least at half health at this point. So I have the feeling that in these side corridors there are often some of the hidden items placed. So maybe it's worth checking this out. Maybe not. Thought we might be lucky and have a nice item. It's going hand in hand with our build, but so far nothing. Ammunition, as you can see, I'm running pretty low. 21 shots left. Yeah, and you can already see there's the second event location, and this one will be the boss encounter that will lead to the other side of the map. And in another playthrough there can be just one event or boss, or a completely different event like you have just seen. So every playthrough is different. Let's go! Let's see which of the 2 nasty first bosses we will get. Gorefist or the little teleport annoying guy. I forgot his name. Come on. Okay, my camera is placed just above the location, so I have no idea. Okay, here we go. You see, new sunken passage. I think that's Gorefist. So you saw the some new mobs here. These will swarm you. They are easy to kill, but there are plenty of them. So once they detect you and trigger, they will trigger in large groups. Nice, a special item. Strange coin. Okay, that's a quest-related coin. You have to speak with one of the NPCs. That's a walking fart in Ward 13 to get a reward for that. Bam. And you see they leave a lingering... excuse my pronunciation. Lingering cloud of a deadly fart. It will give you a debuff. So, we have to be careful here not to be swarmed in this tight area by these little... I don't know, walking mouths, gremlins, whatsoever. Assholes. Definitely not your friends. No. You see the damage fall off here from the gun. Comes nearer, it's now. Ah, that's what I said. And God forbid you have to reload while... Ah, enemy now triggered an elite enemy. That's not good. That's not good. So the situation went from manageable to really bad. So this one has a like a shield up. Yeah. And I can only damage him from the side or the back, or when he's trying to attack me. Yeah. So you have to wait for his attack and try to find a window for yourself. That guy's pretty annoying and pretty deadly. Okay, so this is one of the elite enemies. As you can see, a huge step up in difficulty. And I will use one of my 3 charges here. So this is the area we have to pass to get to the boss. Procedural generated again. But you cannot get lost. There are sometimes 2 or 3 different passages, but they always lead to the same end. So you cannot get lost, but you can take different routes. And same here as in the open world area. There's 1 trade book and 1 special item hidden here. So search everything until you have found them. Oh. As you can see, you have the upper hand as long as you can pick them off one by one, but God forbid they swarm you. And another elite enemy. Ah, come on. This one is nasty. Yeah. So you now see I have used my special ability, and once the spell is the 30 seconds are over, it will not go into a cooldown, but as you can see I cannot use it again. So every time I now hit an enemy with my weapon, some of the mod energy will regenerate. I can hear you. I see on the bottom right. You have a melee weapon. I hardly use it. So I can nearly use my spell again. Not completely there. No trade book, no special item. Let's see where you are. Look at the map. So still only one way to go. There will be another checkpoint before you have the boss encounter, so you could go back and you see that's a cool item. And upgrade your weapons and armor one time if you have enough materials. Yeah. There's a trade book. Another one. They usually coming in packs. So now you just heard that I have refilled my mod power and can now use my special ability again. Reloading. And we're putting 2 more points into vigor. Another walking fart and another elite enemy. Yeah. I get lost. Thankfully, these guys are pretty slow. Okay, that was stupid. Yes, why not bring some friends? And again, another one. And your brother, and your cousin, and your ugly sister, and better have your weapons ready. Yep. So far, so alive, I would say. And that is the easiest difficulty level. There's another elite enemy. Oh no! Why you? Why? I don't like you. I don't like you too. Another one. I have to keep an eye on this one here. Oh, come on! Ah, no! Oh, that's good. Let's kill these guys. No. Give me some breathing room. I need to. That's not good. No. Oh, I would. I'm dead. I was trying to get some breathing room to use my health. Yeah. So, what has happened? Just. No, I love it. It's just like 2 meters away from the final door. Yeah. Now the passage is reset with new enemies, new elite enemies, and new spawn points for all of the enemies. So the area is the same, but the enemies are different. But you can keep all your experience points, so you just have to play it again. Okay. Let's head into the boss encounter and show you the first and maybe one of the worst bosses you can have at the beginning, and a huge difficulty spike. Sorry. So let's have a look. I think we could upgrade one weapon. Yeah, we can buy one of the spells. So let's use the checkpoint. Head back to Ward 13. And get a second spell mod whatsoever.
Yeah.
Hello.
Be worth my time.
Yeah. You are annoying every time I have to speak to you. Hot shots. So we will buy this one. And maybe
Anything you need?
we will upgrade our weapons. So, hunting rifle +1. That was an accident. I didn't mention to that. So I have upgrade my hunting rifle to +1, and the repeater pistol no, but equipped is the submachine gun. So you need iron and you need some cash. Upgrade the submachine gun another time, and the hunting rifle and the submachine gun twice. So I now have +2. I could also upgrade my armor. I think I have some material and cash left, but yeah. Oh, why not? I suck. So
Take care, my friend.
Keep moving.
maybe I'm not looking that retarded when I'm doing the boss fight now. So, we are heading back, and we will finish this video with the boss encounter, which is the first real boss that you will face in this game, but it can be, I think, Shroud or Gorefist, so you have like two possibilities here which boss will appear in your playthrough. Okay, I will start with this. So the problem with this boss is it is a small area with 2 levels, and the guy itself is pretty slow but very devastating if he hits you, and he spawns periodically. He spawns from time to time these running farts, and a lot of them. And if you kill them, and if you kill them in close vicinity of yourself, you are stuck in a cloud of farts, and that will kill you. And the explosion, of course, too. Okay, let's see. I did not miss you at all. I think the first time I played this game I died like 30 plus times. Okay, let's get some damage down. Ah, and he has a lot of reach and bleeding. Bleeding. So now we will have to face the ads. Look for some open space. Avoid him like this. And yeah. Now you have to deal with the ads. Just try to stay alive. And then you can do some damage on the boss again. As you can see, I'm still bleeding. I have a little breathing room before next ad phase is starting. Oh no. Don't get trapped. So next phase of ads. There you are. One. Another one. Avoid the boss. Just try to stay alive at this point. Okay. Second mod. No, it was the wrong button. On hard difficulty, these attacks are much more devastating. Ah, come on. No, no, get away. Oh, that was a panic roll. Here we go. Okay. And that's the easiest difficulty. So you took a lot of damage from your pretty crappy weapons, and you were able to tank through a few hits. That will not work on hard difficulty, like 2 hits and you're down, and you will need to get in a lot more shots to down him. You will get a special item from this boss that you can use to craft a special weapon or item. Not sure which one this one has, and we're just leaving the area, and I show you we are now on the map, and that's it for this little walkthrough let's play for the first area of Remnant from the Ashes. As you can see, we are now here and placed behind the door. Okay, so I hope that was a nice impression of what Remnant from the Ashes is, and maybe a nice idea how to start. Thank you for watching, have a good time, take good care of yourself, and enjoy your gaming sessions. See you!